Ladies and gentlemen, wasteful spending, wasteful spending, wasteful spending. You know, every so often we bring you the reports of what the government is spending money on and what some departments are spending money on, and it is an outrage. Joining us now is Congresswoman Diane Black, Republican, of course, and a member of the House Ways and Means Committee, member of the House Budget Committee. And Congresswoman, welcome aboard. You're trying to do something about this, co-sponsoring a new bill, the Government Spending Accountability Act of 2015. Talk about it.
Yeah, Steve, it's great to be with you.
Thank you.
You may remember several years ago, back in 2010, the GSA, which is the Government Services Administration, spent about $822,000 on a lavish conference out in Las Vegas. And when we found out about that, which, by the way, we found out because they had put something out on the internet of all the fun that they were having in hot tubs and various items that they had purchased for just fun at the conference. There were over 300 employees there. We took action and put some limits on the amount of spending. And now the administration is wanting to lift those limits on the GSA. And we have a bill to say, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, and some of the numbers are just outrageous. And you go back, you had the spa in Las Vegas cost taxpayers $822,000. There was a clown show, a mind reader, $6,000 in commemorative coins, $75,000 bicycle building, a team exercise. I mean, 2,000 square foot hotel suites. I mean, where do people get the nerve, the gall to actually spend the money on these lavish things?
Well, it would make you scratch your head, because I can tell you constituents in my district know how to stretch a dollar. And when they read about these kinds of things that are happening that are fraud, waste, and abuse, it's their money. They're paying for this, and they're angry, and they need to be. And so that's the reason why the bill has come about, is that we want to put limitations on their spending, their outlandish spending. And we want to also have more transparency so that we can know what they're doing and have good oversight. And
the question has to be asked, why has it not happened until now? Why, on this day as we sit here in 2015, 5 years after that Vegas conference, this hasn't been done? And we've had a Congress controlled by Democrats. We've had Congress controlled by Republicans. So why hasn't it been done?
Well, Steve, I do want you to know that back when we found this out, we did actually pass a bill in the House of Representatives, and it did pass. But of course, you know that Harry Reid was still in control of the Senate. We were not able to get it through the Senate, but there was at least enough shame that there was some limitations put on their spending. Now what's happening is we see this administration wanting to lift those limitations, and we want a bill to strictly say you cannot do it. We want to shame this administration into signing that bill, and we hope that I believe that it will pass in the House, but we hope that when it goes to the Senate, we'll be able to pick up 6 Democrats over there that will agree with us that this is not what we want our taxpayer dollars to be spent for, and that the president will sign it into law.
All right, let me ask you, and good luck with this, and everybody should call their congressman and congresswoman and senator and make sure that this does get passed, and it's very, very important, obviously. Let me ask you, when you hear all the talk now about funding, you know, as it relates to, they talk about the problems in Baltimore, the problems in Ferguson, the president goes around the country now implying that not enough funding has been given to those cities and other cities, and that's what is at least partly responsible for the unrest that we see, that these people haven't been treated fairly in these cities. When, you know, really, when you look at the monies that have been spent on education, Baltimore, I think they're number 2 or 3 on per capita monies per student in the country, and other services and social services and government programs, nothing could be further from the truth. Am I correct?
You're exactly right, Steve. And when we look at the war on poverty, which has been going on since the Johnson administration, we see that things are not getting better for people that are in those situations. And we really do need to find a way to help people to get out of poverty. The best opportunity is a job, and the programs that they're doing right now don't lead people toward a better opportunity. In many cases, it traps them into these terrible situations. And so we know that money is not the answer. We need to find programs that actually work. And look, there are good programs that are out there. There are islands of excellence on working on poverty that are all across this country. We need to find those, and we need to duplicate those everywhere. And we need to stop measuring what we do for poverty by how much money we spend or how many people are in the program. The measurement should be how many people we get out of the program and give them a chance to really, truly show their fullest potential.
Yeah, and finally, the infrastructure issue has raised its head again because of the train crash. Again, the implication from the Democrats and from the president is that Republicans won't spend money on infrastructure. Didn't we have a stimulus bill not too long ago? What infrastructure was fixed back then?
Well, there was a lot of money wasted. Even in my own district, there was money wasted during that time on the shovel-ready projects that were not shovel-ready. We still see the effects of that even around our community, where you had these charging stations that were put up in communities where I ride by the charging stations. I've never seen in the last, 8 years since that stimulus program, a single car hooked up to the charging station. But because it was money that's considered free money, our local officials just raced out there to get it. Again, not using money in the appropriate way to show that we really can use the money to do the job that needs to be done. If infrastructure is very important, but a lot of money was wasted during that time, and we have to look at how we spend our money.
Absolutely.
And not.
Congresswoman, thank you so much, and again, good luck with the bill. It's a very important bill, the Government Spending Accountability Act of 2015. We'll speak to you soon.
Thank you, Steve. Tell everybody to get out there and get their legislators to vote for it.
Absolutely. You just did. Thank you. All right, folks, when we come back, we'll talk about that and much, much more with the Malzberg panel. It's straight ahead. Don't go away.